Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Rod, and today we're going to be going on the Elite Deep Dive for this week. This one's called Engineer's Hammer, so I feel like I'm obligated to play my Engineer, and I'm going to be playing one of my favorite setups with Engineer. So right now we are going with the Lock 1 or Loki Smart Rifle, and I'm going with the Explosive Chemical Rounds, one of my absolute favorite overclocks. For the build, I'm going with extra ammo, macro lens. This makes it easier for me to lock onto a single target, because really we just want to be locking onto we want to put 3 locks on one enemy. That way we get this to trigger and our electric rounds to trigger. I'm going with the electrochemical rounds. This makes it so we do more damage when things are on fire or electrocuted or both. Those stack on top of one another. We are going with increased shutter speed. This is to lock on faster. And then we're going with the electric generator mod, so every third shot electrocutes enemies, as well as with the electric chemical rounds, every third shot also explodes on contact. So we're exploding and electrocuting things, which is pretty nice. For secondary, I'm going to be running my Breachcutter with the Inferno overclock. This one's a personal favorite of mine. I know not everybody loves the Inferno overclock, which I think is fair, because it does kind of nerf your overall damage you can do with the Breachcutter, so it's not as good against big things, but it is still pretty good against crowds. I'm running a larger magazine, more ammo, fast deploy, stun, and plasma trail to do damage over time. For perks, I'm running Thorns to keep little things off me, Born Ready because it synergizes really well with 3 of our equipment here, Resupplier to get resupplies fast, Dash to get out of bad situations, a Beastmaster to get a Steve. This is my usual setup for Engineer. I run this all the time on pretty much all of my builds. For the turret, I am running Gemini system with the quick deploy. I think I'm going to take stun over the armor breaking for right now. I like the armor breaking, but stun can also be quite useful. And then defender system. For the platform gun, I'm running increased ammo, plastering concrete, and then repellent additive. For the grenade, I'll run the lure. For the pickaxe, we've got power attack and better weight balance. You can set up the pickaxe however you like. This is just the way that I like to use it. And then for my armor, I'm running my usual armor setup. Let's see. Oh, hey, today is our Dark Morkite day. Well, hopefully we get a mining mission. I have no idea what this week's deep dive is, so this might be really useful. Or it might be completely useless. I'm not entirely sure. Alright. And we are going to the radioactive zone.
Deep dive preparation.
Engineer's Hammer.
Up and get your butts on the drop part.
Yeah. I'm running my usual setup with Bosco as well, which is 2 downs, rockets, cryo rockets, and electric rounds. At least I hope I'm running out of Bosco. We're going to find out. I might have switched it over to the mining in tier 1. Because I don't know if I reset Bosco after doing like the for Karl challenge that I did, or I guess achievement. And if so, then we're going to have a faster mining Bosco with 1 less down. Or maybe 2 less downs. I don't know. Alright. Down we go. I think that's an elimination, and is that an escort? Or is it a salvage? I can't tell by the icon. I think it's salvage, actually. Yep, salvage and elimination. Salvage 2 mules, shield disruption, critical weak. Hey, critical weakness, though.
Minus, welcome to the deep dive. The horrors of Hoxie's await you.
The horrors of Hoxie's await you.
And keep an eye
Lovely.
on your objectives.
Alright. Well, that's 1 mule we've pretty much got put together then. So we got some nitra there. That's pretty useful. Wonder what the dreadnought's gonna be this time.
Well done. The mule is working again.
I don't know which one I would rather. Oh. There we go. No, I got all 4 downs on Bosco. Okay.
Down. Born ready.
Wow, I'm not seeing like any materials or anything around here.
Platform. 1 sentry gun ready to be built. Sentry armed.
Yeah.
Weapon ready.
Oh wait, use my Steve. No. Oh wait, I see a guard over there. We're fine.
Let's be friends.
Yeah, be my Steve.
One sentry gun.
I'll put on
ready
my
to
other
kill.
turret here.
Sentry off.
Let's just fight the Dreadnought right away.
Let's try to.
Oh, it's a
flank
regular
the
Dreadnought.
bugger.
Okay.
Fight on him.
Ooh. He already shredded off his armor. That's pretty useful. Alright.
Lock and loaded.
I'll just wait for my Breachcutter to come back up. Okay. Now I actually get hit from that though. Didn't even notice.
I was born ready.
Alright.
Born ready. I need more ammo.
Objective completed. Dreadnought threat eliminated.
Alright, Dreadnought's down. I'm low on bullets though. So,
Access provided.
let's try to get out of here. That actually wasn't that bad. I figured it might be a little bit worse from the shield disruption. Ooh, nitro. How much nitro did I get from the removal? Ah, 51. Nice. You're guaranteed between 40 and 60. I was hoping for a higher amount.
Where is that damn mule?
Alright, let's get through this wall.
Lock and loaded.
Luckily, our turrets still have a good amount of ammo, so we should be okay if, like, a swarm shows up. We can at least kite them around. And we still got our Steve. Okay. Ah, health, too. Nice.
Ugh, never felt better.
Okay. Well, I hear the other one. I love this overclock. It does so much damage.
Platform up. Armed and ready.
Get them my turret.
Sentry gun needs assembling.
Alright.
My call for Molly.
Oh, Molly's already over here. Alright, Molly, sit here. Alright, he'll die.
Resupply order.
Okay, call that in.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the
I
way.
need some extra bullets. I'm fairly certain we'll get a horde at some point here.
The resupply is here. I foresee a lot of shooting in your future.
Alright. This is guaranteed another 40 to 60 nitro, so if I can find another nitro vein, we should be good. That way we can have enough nitro to move on to the
Mule
next.
repaired.
Oh wow, that was almost 60.
All mini-mules accounted for. Well done, team. Objective completed. Get them back to the drop pod at your leisure.
Got it right between the eyes.
The explosions.
Reloading.
Alright. I have no more ammo now.
Ready to kill
I really
some
do
more
need this.
crates. Feel much better now.
I didn't even use a lure there. I probably should have. Then my turrets probably could have taken care of everything. Oh, compressor.
Reloaded.
Alright.
I killed a loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
Yeah. There we go. Cover the leeches. I don't have heightened senses to tell me if they're nearby.
Go! Get to work! I got the shell back!
Oh, that's not good. I gotta remember to not take too much fall damage either, because the shield disruption kind of sucks. 75, okay.
Platform created.
I'm not seeing any more nitro veins around here.
Platform
Oh, there's a loot bug. That probably won't give me like 25 nitro though. Or however much I need. Alright, little guy.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed.
That actually might be all that I need right there. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool.
Come here. Down it goes.
Alright, let's go.
The mules are heading back. Follow them and let's
This is
get
a pretty
that
good
drop
spot
pod
for this to
fixed.
be, I would say.
Remember, you can always deposit on the side of the drop pod.
I kind of do that and then hope that they don't just come right down here, because they probably will.
All mules secured. Now to
Get
get
my
the pod
sentry
working.
guns back.
First, establishing a proper connection between the pod and the space rig. Set up the uplink.
It's armed and ready.
Alright. Let's get this ready. I still got half my resupply over there, so we're good for that.
What a jaw-dropping
Wow.
experience! Break the pipe!
Alright. I think I could have got another Steve there too. That probably would have been a good idea. Oh well.
Let's
begin. Did I reach my turrets from here? Not quite.
leave
Dang
the
it.
triangulation zone, or we will
I always do that. I put
connection.
them just
We
out of
only
reach
got
of
one
these.
shot at this.
Oh wait, that one's probably dead.
Praetorian down! I'm gonna kill you all!
Good job, turrets. Just pick them off. Bosco, you're doing great too.
50%.
Ow! Oh yeah, no shield. Yeah, I was like, that hurt. But actually, it didn't do that much damage. All things considered. Although, yeah, the engineer does have the poison resist. I forget about that. Which counts for not the initial hit of the acid spitter, but it does count for
Almost there.
the damage over time effect afterwards. Yeah, come back, me sentry guns.
One sentry gun, ready to be
That's
filled.
a little scary.
Uplink triangulation completed. Remote control reestablished. Stand by, sending in fresh fuel cells for the drop pod.
Sorry, little loot bug, but I still need more stuff.
Bug hot.
I'm not super confident as of right now
Not
with what I
rolling so
got.
much now, are ya?
Oh, the fuel cells are right there too. Cool.
You
Let's get another
eyeballing me?
resupply.
Fuel cells have arrived.
Then I can
Connect
grab
to
the last
drop
one on our
pod
way
with
out.
the charge cable.
I made a platform.
There we go.
Charge cable plugged in. Prep the fuel cells for charge.
Oh, there should be a resupply around here. Well, I don't know. Does that affect the deep dives too? Because on regular salvage missions, there's always a partially used resupply. Or not always, but I think the majority of the time there's a partially used resupply somewhere on the map. I don't know if that affects deep dives, though.
Fuel cells charging. Stay close to keep them operational. We're expecting an increase in hostiles.
If so, it's not near here, because I don't see, like, the place where it would be.
One sentry gun.
I love how that kills Trijot so quickly. Wait, no, you. You're supposed to be my Steve, not fight me. Oh, he's dead.
Fuel cells at 50%.
Oh, I guess I already have a Steve. Where is he then? I haven't seen him for a bit. Yeah, get him, Bosco. Yeah.
Sentry off.
Fuel cells at 75%. You're almost there.
Yeah. Take that, Trijot. I don't need to see you to hit you.
Reloading.
Fuel cells fully charged.
Oh, all right.
Drop pod engine powering up. Hold your ground. We're almost ready to pull you and the goods out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna recall my guns and put them over here then. At least kind of have an area for them.
Sentry gun needs assembly.
Pod reactor spooling up.
Weapons ready.
Still, yeah, can't get a Steve yet.
Onboard mainframe booting.
Put that there.
Calculating orbital trajectory. Powering radiation shielding.
Okay, just another 30 seconds. And I still got plenty of bullets for my stuff. I think I'll recall my sentries now.
Ecom operational.
They've done their job. And I kind of want to get the most out of this resupply, so... I'm going to be kind of stingy with my ammo, except for with this, because I still have an excess amount.
Pod thrusters calibrated.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking
Now's a
some
good
of the
time to
ammo.
grab it.
Really much better.
Alright, I think we're at full bullets now.
Drop pod powered up and ready to leave. It's time to bring it all home. Get on board, we're leaving with or without you.
Alright.
Well done. We're taking you deeper.
Oh, look at all the little swarmers. Well, that one was at least nice that it had like the critical weakness on it. So, hey, there's our blank. All right. Well, we're gonna get 2 blanks, but still. Mining mission, alien eggs with low oxygen. That doesn't sound so bad. Like, low oxygen usually sucks, but I have the Dart Morkite, so the mining mission should go by pretty quick. The eggs aren't too bad, because that's just one swarm, and I'm playing engineer, so we should be able to kill the swarm really fast. So long as the cave isn't all wonky and everything, or like we have a difficult time getting back to the dropship, I don't think this one should be too difficult. So far this one has not been as bad as last week's one, although last week's one got the worst at the last stage, so we'll have to see what the last stage is.
So far, so good. Second stage of the deep dive is commencing.
Oh, there's a hoarder.
Get it done, stay alive, get to the drop pod alive. Management is depending on you.
Oh. Couldn't kill it in time. Maybe I should have hit it another time with the Breachcutter. Alright, well, at least we got some valuables.
I call for the mule.
That's a weird spot to stick that. Alright, well, whatever.
Molly carries minerals, and we shoot bugs in mine. Dwarf life in a nutshell.
That's gold. I'm not really looking for gold on the elite deep dives. It's usually just not worth it to get it. Okay, straightforward.
Booyah!
Oh.
Molly, over here.
Touched a web, and I'm not playing driller to get rid of webs. Nor do I have like a pearl or anything to throw through the webs.
Think you can kill me? Well, think again.
Alright. Wally, could you come here? I need the oxygen. Yeah, he'll die. No reason to waste extra ammo on him.
Ready.
Okay.
Molly, come
Hey,
here.
No flares ready.
Can always use more of this. Why was I slowed down there? I guess from the pickaxe swing? That felt a little bit weird. Like you.
Maybe. I want.
Pick up my Steve. Yes.
Eat it.
Well, okay. Molly forced me into the oppressor. Here we go.
Weapon ready.
Kind of makes me think that there's like a nexus around here with all these little guys coming. Let's go look for that. Oh, there's two. Okay, well that does explain that then, huh?
Born ready.
Oh, hey, but there's more guy over there.
Platform up. Donkey, come here.
Oh, hey, get over here. I need you. Yes, I know. I'm suffocating.
Air. I need air.
Alright, that's our first 40.
Access provided.
You know what? We're gonna fill up immediately.
I've got all the
Nice.
No.
Hey, Steve.
So cute.
You're the best, huh, buddy? You're kind of body blocking me right now, but that's okay. Hey, Bosco, you just chilling? Looks like he's just Blair Witching in the corner over there. Alright, oh, sorry, Steve. Didn't mean to smack you.
Bad news, team. A swarm of McTerrors have caught your scent.
Swarm
Better
of
prepare
McTerrors?
yourself.
Alright, that shouldn't be too bad. If I can get out of this hole. Alright, right here seems like a good place to fight.
Contact. Take him out, team.
Go get him, boy. I was born ready. I need the mule right here. Right.
Doing good, Steve.
What a jaw-dropping experience!
There we go. Didn't have enough locks.
Bring it, Becker! Getting closer to our quota.
Ah, okay. Like, there's gotta be more. Yeah.
I got the tri-jaw! Lock and loaded. Reloading!
The stream of incoming enemies is practically eradicated, and you're still alive. Well done.
Alright. Yeah, let's get going then. Let's look for some more nitra. And some more Morkai. And the eggs. Still kinda need all that stuff.
I'm totally loaded.
Hey Steve, sorry you didn't get to participate in that fight, buddy. Don't worry, you'll get to participate in the next one, I'm sure. Alright. Not very much more than we need, only 50 more.
I got the deposit.
Oh, okay, this loops back around. So this is the way that I wanted to go originally, but then there was the little munchkins that I was killing. I don't remember what they're called.
Weapon ready.
Alright, that should be enough for a second resupply, too. Alright, another section of the cave, I guess. Hello again, Steve. Yeah, we got enough for 2 resupplies. Awesome. And so far, this cave doesn't look real bad to get back to, like, wherever the drop pod's gonna be. There's not just, like, sudden cliffs that fall off into nowhere. Like on some maps. Is the way I can go? I guess so. I hear a swarm coming too, but that's okay. Oh, this cave setup is kind of weird.
Where is that damn thing?
Yeah, Molly, come over here.
Locked and loaded.
I think we use this way to go down to the eggs. Sit there, Molly. You don't need to be moving. Bosco's fighting. Oh, he's fighting. Or, no, it's not Bosco. Steve's fighting the Praetorian. Oh, get him, Steve. You can take him.
No, they killed my
No,
bug.
they killed Steve. How dare you? I'll avenge Steve. Alright, I'm nearly out of bullets now.
Board ready. Booyah! Molly is on the way.
Okay. I guess Bosco can also knock down the webs if he just runs right through them. Wasn't aware of that, but okay, cool.
Move your tin ass over here and hurry, please. 1 sentry gun ready to be built. Ready to shoot.
Ow.
Got no ammo left.
Time for a light show.
Do I have enough projectile life to... No, I don't. I'm I'm not running any extra projectile life, so there's a good chance that I can't hit stuff like that. That one I could.
Your time is up, creep.
Alright.
I ordered a resupply.
Call that in. I need it.
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
And this seems like a pretty good place to be fighting the bugs in general.
Resupply arrived. Go restock. Getting more ammo. Oh yeah.
Got no flares ready.
Help me with the
Let's
minerals
go
here.
get that. I'm gonna try to get this, hoping I get grabbed by a leech in the process. I don't see any, but I could actually just do this. Alright.
Contact. We got 4.
Okay, that's our horde egg.
So 12. A lot of aliens heading your way.
Bosco,
Here,
come
Bosco,
here.
yeah, just put that down, buddy.
One sentry gun ready to be built. Armed.
Put
Combat
these up
position.
here.
The swarm is here.
Seriously need to invest in some better equipment.
Should be pretty ready to go. I can get another Steve, too. Why did that just break?
Tactile hologram, stupid fuck-headed.
Oh, okay. And I fell in a hole. This is usually not a great place to be fighting from, but kind of working.
I was born ready.
Molly.
Wave is almost over.
Loaded.
Alright, that's a guard. I can get that guard. Steve, come to me.
Friend.
Wait, did I make the slasher the friend? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, get him, Steve.
Grabbing ammo.
Alright, that wasn't so bad.
I called for the mule.
Looks like the rest of my Morkite's right here.
I made a platform.
Oh, it's right there. Okay, where's this? Oh, there's the other egg.
Help me mine this.
Ooh. What are you doing over here hiding?
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, beat it up, Steve. Yeah.
Who's gonna
Good boy,
protect you
Steve.
now, we crawlies? Come and get some.
I called for Molly. Follow me, Bosco.
Objective completed. More kite.
Oh, I didn't grab the other egg. That might be an issue, huh?
I need the mule right here, right now.
Still didn't grab the other egg. Alright, I got it. Hey, Steve. Come on, buddy. Let's go to the next stage now.
Objective completed. The egg quota has been met, and management will be pleased. Well done.
Ammo taken.
I'm just gonna grab both these.
All
There's
objectives
no reason
done.
in leaving it
Press the
behind.
button on the mule when you're ready and
We're not getting a whole lot of
drop
extra
back
ammo
in.
from it, but
Good work.
at least our smart
Sending in the
rifle's
can.
maxed out.
Deep dive stage almost completed.
That way. Go, Molly,
Drop pod
go.
has arrived. The mule is
I'm gonna follow close to you. Oh, I sent some more Morkite up on the ceiling.
T-minus 5 minutes.
We don't really need that right now, though. bud. Sorry, I need your stuff. Alright. Oh, okay, Molly.
One platform ready to use.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Alright, where are we going now?
When
A little difficult to aim this one. You're on Molly. She wobbles a little bit more than the dwarves do. Definitely more than Doretta does. Alright, I wonder what our last mission's gonna be then. I kind of doubt they'll give us 2 low O2s, which is pretty nice, but they may still give us like lethal enemies or something on the last one, who knows.
Bacteria, joy, limited.
That's an interesting spot to sit, Molly. Alright.
Steve is down.
Oh, they got Steve. He fought valiantly.
The mule has been successfully
Let's
retrieved.
go.
Make it snappy, team. The drop pod won't
Next
hang
one down.
around
So
forever.
far, this elite deep dive has been pretty chill, I would say.
Team, new coordinates punched in. Diving.
Diving, diving, down, down, down. Another blank, alright. What is our last one? Egg Hunt Black Box with Swarmageddon? That's not so bad. Alright, that just means there's going to be a lot of stuff to fight, and this build is really good at fighting a lot of stuff at once. So, I guess just prepare more for hordes this week around? Because, like, the only big fight you're taking is the Dreadnought. Everything else is, like, defend the area, fight... You know, the first area might actually be the hardest this time around, really. Because this will be, like, what, 2 swarms? I think it'll be 2 storms. I think it's
Third stage of the
still
deep
normal
dive.
if it's a regular
This
deep
one's
dive like
going
this.
tough, to say the least. Management have full confidence in your abilities, however. Let's see to it they are not disappointed. Otherwise, there are beds reserved for your remains at the med bay back home.
Oh yeah, I'm still under the impression this. Hey, it's the Hoarder again!
And noted.
Make it go boom!
No, come back here. Yes! We actually blew this one up. Nice. Sorry, little bug. You need your stuff, though.
Pop the loop. Let's get the minerals.
Oh, I could need a good rest.
2 bullets took care of that swarm. Oh, and Bosco. Bosco helped there, too. I love the explosive chemical rounds. They're just so good for spreading out damage to so many enemies.
And moving dirt is
And pretty ammo efficient when you're only using, you know, 1 bullet at a time. I'll die. Yeah.
Reload.
Black box is down there.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will
First
get you
egg right
killed.
there. I kind of want to get down there because that looks like a better area to fight.
Platform up.
That's another egg. Okay. Hey!
Took out a loot bug.
Access provided.
Ooh, this is actually a really nice place to fight.
Let's clear them out.
Come on. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of hard to lock onto just one of these because there's usually a couple that come at one time or another. Oh, whoa, there's 2 leeches here. Hey, let's go. Can you help me out? Ow, ow, I got hit with acid. That's not good.
Die like your mother dead.
Go. I thought I was fairly safe here. This is a sneaky spot for them to hide.
Ready.
Alright.
My order.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Sentry gun needs assembly.
I should have set up my turrets here like I was
Sentry
thinking of
gun.
doing.
Go get him, boy.
Probably wouldn't have took as much damage then. I'm gonna fight two Praetorian.
Everybody connect ammunition.
Weapon ready.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
Okay. Let's clear that swarm.
Getting more ammo. Yeah.
Alright, let's do this. Ow! Why is there more acid spitters here? Turrets, why didn't you protect me? Alright. Get this black box out of the way. As soon as I set this up,
Black
I'm
box
gonna
ready and booting. We'll lose the connection if you don't stay close by it.
Yeah,
So
plug
try
that
not
up
to
just
leave
in
the
case.
triangulation zone marked.
that way things can only really come, yeah, directly in front at us.
Halfway there, team. 50%.
Reloading.
Okay.
One down.
Actually, you.
Follow my name.
Oh, my turret's murdered Steve. Steve, or potential Steve, come down here.
Obey me.
Yeah. There we go.
75% team.
I killed the Reaper, and I'm not so proud.
Reloading.
Alright.
Transmission completed. Got all the data we needed. Well done, team.
Oh, awesome. Alright.
I'm taking some of
Let's
the
get
ammo.
this. And then, yeah. We just gotta get the eggs and we're good to go. Which, I mean, we can... Yeah, why is there so many leeches here? That's the third one.
You're cute, but you're dead.
Wally, why did you pick
Where
the
is
most
that
inconvenient
cat?
space to sit?
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Alright, well, that's our first swarm bag.
Follow me.
Thank you, boss, go.
Where'd do all these minerals go?
Swarm, they're here.
Alright, back to the cave.
Reloading.
This is my cave of solitude. Fortress of solitude, whatever it's called. Cave of solitude sounds more like a punishment. Alright,
I was born ready. Weapon ready.
those acid spitters keep getting to kind of bad spots for me. This one up too.
The wave is almost over. Wipe out what's left.
Meet your maker, great!
Let's go get that egg.
Shell back down!
All right, Steve. You look like you could use a little bit of help. Toss it to me.
Bosco, come
whoops.
here.
No.
Go
Let's go
fetch.
grab it. You weren't close enough. Alright, thank you, Bosco.
Preserve your bullets!
For anybody wondering how you get Bosco to toss you the eggs, just push X on the keyboard. I'm not sure what it is on controller, but I'm certain that there's probably some way to do it. Big roller. Alright, Bosco, can
Help
you
me
get this
mine
one?
this. I put some shells in the shell back.
Shoot to kill! Reloading!
That's not our AE there, however.
Come here!
We do have a detonator. So that's a little bit scary.
Decoyer.
He's gone!
No, not Steve.
Fuck.
Man, I don't think we can use the cave anymore. Not really. Also, where did the nitro come from? I guess there was some stuck up there? Maybe that was a loot bug. So poor little guy. Yeah, we can still kind of use the cave. Not completely destroyed. It's just mostly destroyed.
I want that!
Horn ready.
Yeah, 2 bulk detonators. That's a bit interesting. Don't see that every day. I don't think the bulk will go for these.
We order supply truck like really soon.
Hey, why are you trying to punch my resupply? Stop doing that.
Let's order a supply truck.
Yeah, we kind of do need another one, don't we? Oh, maybe it was trying to hit my decoy. That's what it was. Okay. I didn't think a bulk would actually bother with that.
I ordered a resupply.
Supply
I don't think I've ever
launch.
paid attention when
Stand
I
back.
toss ones out or when somebody else has, and there's been a bulk detonator around. No, I'm completely out of bullets. The only thing I got is some platforms. I figured my turrets would at least still have a little bit of ammo. Okay.
Don't waste your ammunition.
Alright.
I made a platform.
Over here is not a bad place to fight.
Armed and ready.
Since the cave kind of got destroyed. At least they showed up after I was done with the black box. That could be really bad if they showed up during the black box.
Don't die today. Stop and load it. Cliff it, menace down.
Alright. Not a lot of big things this time around.
Worst pinball game ever. Born ready.
Another one of these? Huh. Okay.
Deep Rock seriously need to invest in some.
You know what? I guess
better
we're fighting down here then.
Platforms placed.
Ah,
Sentry gun
turrets.
needs assembly.
I was born ready.
Sentry on.
Help me with the minerals here.
Yeah, boss, go get that egg. Decent amount of pearls from that.
Down it goes.
Is that our other swarm
Big
egg?
swarm detected.
Yeah, it is.
Lock up and get ready.
Alright,
I
cool.
need you here.
I actually think we're gonna make it. Follow this. Reloading.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
Locked and loaded.
Oh. I wasn't expecting for them to come pretty much at the same time from both angles. Figured it'd be one or some one way and then some the other way. Or they favor one side.
This'll lure them away.
Alright.
Loaded.
The last of the wave is approaching you now. Keep it together.
Reloading.
Born ready.
Alright, well, I gotta figure out where these other two eggs are, because I didn't see them on
Aye.
the mini-map around here. Oh, they're over there, okay. So a little bit higher up, but on the opposite end of the cave. Oh.
Can I keep it?
Gotta pet any of the things that we can pet.
Looking sharp.
Okay. Guess it's just Molly. I heard some other stuff spawn, and I'm certain it's another, like... Yeah, another group of these little things. Actually, that's not very many. Okay, that's...
Take that. Go. Get to work.
Yeah. Mine it, Busco, mine it. Put this over here.
That's great.
There's no more hordes, so...
One
Well,
sentry gun ready to
at least
kill.
that will be called out.
Follow me, Bosco.
Thanks, Busco.
Loaded.
Resupply order.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
I really did not need this many resupplies, did I?
Resupply
Is that
arrived.
organic
Go,
material?
Bosco.
Honestly, I can't really see.
I made a platform.
Weapon ready.
Okay, it's up in the next area.
Platform.
What a jaw-dropping experience!
Oops. Alright. Yeah, thank you, Bosco. I appreciate that. You tried to...
I was born ready. Come and get me, you disgusting fire!
Better call in another one of these. I probably should have grabbed the resupply there. Yeah.
Resupply pod is here. Everybody collect ammunition. Alien, go!
Alright, Bosco.
Here's something for you to play with. Come here, you flying cat.
All eggs collected. Objective completed. We're doing well. All objectives completed. Hit the
Alright.
button on the mule when you're ready, and we'll pick you up.
Grabbing ammo. I'm taking some of the
Grab
ammo.
this too. And then let's get out of here.
We're sending in the drop pod. Head for LZ.
Alright, leave me alone, oppressor.
Ammo!
No more aggression!
Alright.
Drop pod arrived. Mules returning to LZ.
Alright.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Platform up!
This is gonna be a little bit awkward, but I think we can manage.
You want some more? Access provided.
Locked and loaded.
Platform!
Ah.
Get away from me!
I don't know if that lure is close enough to really do anything.
One platform ready to use.
The mule has docked. Initiating launch sequence.
Ah,
Drop pod
okay, it's over
departing
here.
in T-minus 4 minutes.
Just put that there, kill anything that comes by.
Rock and stone!
Alright.
Commencing. Good work.
Well, that wasn't bad at all. Like, this is definitely easier than last week's Elite Deep Dive, and easier than the week before that. What did I get? Massive Braid, Gilded. Oh, okay. Alright. Wow, 1,100 kills even. Dang. Alright, so that does it for this week's Elite Deep Dive. This one's really not that bad. Just prepare for a lot of enemies to be fighting. The first board's pretty easy going, since you have the weakness on there as a bonus, which is pretty good, and you can kill like the Dreadnought pretty quick. You just gotta hold the area. Next board, you just gotta worry about the low O2, but other than that, it's pretty chill. And then the last board is just a bunch of stuff, so if you have anybody that's good at clearing up hordes, you shouldn't have a problem with it. So Engineer, Driller, Gunner, with almost any of their weapons will do very well here. Scout might struggle a little bit if you're doing this solo, but even so, if you're running like the Drac, you should have no issues. especially if you have like aggressive venting or if you have the impact deflection, any sort of AoE rounds for it, then I don't think that'll be any issue for you. So thanks everybody for watching this. I really do appreciate it. Special thanks to the supporters of this channel. These are my members over here on YouTube and my patrons over on Patreon. If you'd like to be part of this, you can. There are links down in the description of this video as well as all my videos. Thanks again for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!